Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Aggies have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. A first down for the offense. The give to the back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Ragin' Cajuns in the hurry up.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
They'll give it to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He's got his man. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Hard running there. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And the Ragin' Cajuns will have it 1st and 10. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Reads it, fires complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down for this offense. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Quick pass on the fly motion. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to drive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Wide receiver shows motion. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to take off. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. The Aggies are in the hurry-up. Quick pass on the jet motion. Still on his feet at the 40. Got a lot of running room. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
A&M comes back out with another first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, a statement run in the red zone to the 13.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. On the move. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The defense flailed at him like he was slathered in baby oil and wrapped in rattlesnakes. They didn't get close to him.
It's hard, man. The dude's so fast, but he's still allowed to throw it. He can still run it. He's so hard to get a handle on. And I tell you what, that's why he makes big plays time and time again.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to buy time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job, nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's hard to run a route or get lost through the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I'm starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in bounds.
Motion from the offense. Looks as if he's going to run it. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Raging Cajuns will try to punch it in on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they get to him just in time and ride him out of bounds at the 1.
What an easy way to get some free yards. I got an athletic quarterback that can do this. I can bootleg him to his right, make it a pass-run option. If he wants to take a shot down the field, so be it. But if not, just chew up some ground and go get a positive play.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They move the tight end all over. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Raging Cajun.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Off the play fake on first down. Gets it out fast. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He's looking to throw it. It's complete on the right side. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Gets it out quickly. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw on third and short. Looking to take a shot. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll throw it on first down. Unleashes one deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Raging Cajuns will kick it away to start the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage. At the 17. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and take my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. He wants to throw. It's complete. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Aggies want to crank the tempo. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. On target to the left. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
The run to the right. Shakes off the tackle. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Quick strike complete. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Now they'll run it to the right here. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Give to the running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll try to run for it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. He's looking to throw. Fires one high and deep. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
The Raging Cajuns are on the move. Handoff from the shotgun. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Quarterback checking the play. They'll try to slam it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cajuns. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football. Make sure you get them on the ground.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. Super Frog was flexing all game too, as complete a win as they've had for some time. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Hands it off. Finds a crease at the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Louisiana.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it.
And it's blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Pass to 50. The 30. The 20. He takes it all the way back for the defensive 2-point conversion. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. So they had the blocked extra point, had to settle for 6, and they hope the kickoff goes a little smoother. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Wants to throw on 3rd. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36. Louisiana has it back, and the raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Running back goes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you're trying to get to the quarterback, trying to get the ball back to your offense. But nice pursuit. Nice job making the QB scramble outside of the pocket, chasing him down. And even better, you got a gift. He runs out of bounds, so now the clock stops. Now you're saving time late in the ball game when it's really going to matter.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback keeps it. Powers through the defender. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the raging Cajuns line it up with a 1st and goal. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, raging Cajuns. And the stomping has commenced.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On second down, he'll fire. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Finds him out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds, and he is short of the first down marker. I think he just lost track of where he was. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the